Okay, Sea-Doo 2008 GTI 155 SE. So single long beep when you put the desk post on, dash light when you put the fob onto the desk post, and then dash lights up but ski won't start. The error. So after some digging, I suspected it was a bad DES post. I've since checked that and it seems to be the case. So I'm just going to walk you through what I've done in case you're having the same issue. So single long beep when you put the desk post on, dash light when you put the fob onto the desk post, and then dash lights up but ski won't start. For this model, I have the 4-wire DES post. This is an aftermarket I bought on eBay, no sorry, on Amazon for about 43 bucks. It has a white wire, a black and yellow, a black and blue, and a solid black. And that will correspond to those desk post wires here. You can see I've already clipped off my old one. So this is black and purple, black and yellow, white and solid black. Black and purple, black and blue seem to connect fine. So let's just reassemble this. It's kind of a pain to get this top cover off. I went wrong and started from the bottom cover, which is not the way to do it. Correct way to do this is to remove both of these covers, here and here, and that is a simple Phillips screw right there. Pop those off, put them down. I'm going to reposition that throttle cable that's come out too. Then you have underneath, you've got those 3 socket bolts. What size are those? A little odd size if I remember rightly. Yeah, 5.5 mil for those underneath there. To buy a special socket for that. Once you've got those loosened up, you're going to see that these sections here are tucked in underneath the throttle and the start, kind of wedged in there good, and like it feels like this thing isn't going to move. What you'll see is on the top cover, on the edges, there's a little hole here, another one here, same on the other side, and then I think there's one in there as well. So there's 5 anchor points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what you got to do, get a screwdriver or some long implement. And what you got to do is get some type of screwdriver, or I'm using an Allen key. Stick it through here. It goes through this hole here and pops out a tab in each of these. Kind of tricky, kind of annoying. See, I managed to break mine off on one side. Oh well. And the same on the other side. Those tabs are still intact. So it's this thing you want to push against, and that should release it. So you get all these 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side off. Then there's a big one back here, which is a pain also to get to. Thankfully I didn't break that, but I did bend it. And then when you've got that off, take top cover off. Here's what they look like on the other side. See there? Little push tab. Big sucker on the back. So the side ones push in here, and here, and the back one, that's the tab, fits up in there. Super annoying. And then you're going to remove the desk post. This little washer holds it on. Need a special tool for this, but I was able to use an adjustable wrench or something. It's not really, it's not tightly screwed. Unscrew it there. Pop it out that side, and then you can see this is where mine was connected. I snipped off those wires. That was a leap of faith, but you know, I had no other ideas, and stripped them down, ready to put the new post on. All right, so I've shortened the cable. Comes with a lot of extra, and trimmed my wires, ready to connect these sets. I was never a great solderer. So I purchased these. I've never used these before, but looks like they'll do the job. Got these on Amazon for like $10, and this. Let's see if I can keep it in focus. These red ones seem to fit real nice. Slide it on. Yeah, one-handed. Not so easy, but you get the idea. Slide it on. Each side of the wire goes into that metal contact piece. You crimp it, and then you heat shrink it. I'll show you once I'm done. Oh, don't forget, because we're riding in water, get yourself a set of these too. Heat shrink tubing. I'm going to put a big fat one to cover the whole thing, and then individual tubes for each of the wires as well. So once I've crimped them and heat shrunk them, I'm then going to heat shrink them with these, and then I'll probably wrap it all in electrical tape just to over-engineer. So you can see that largest heat shrink sleeve fits nicely into the protective sleeve that comes on the desk post, so that will be give a nice tight seal. I'm going to put the so remember to mount the heat shrinks before you attach them, otherwise you'll have to take it all off again. I'm going to put the smaller sheaths on these side of the wires, so I got a little bit more room to work with. So put the small heat shrink tubes on the side that's connected to the machine. I couldn't get all four in there, it's a bit too snug, so I put the fourth one inside that heat shrink. Gonna be doing a lot of heat shrinking. Lovely. I got the first one on. Obviously you need to make your bare wire ends long enough to get into that middle little metal hoop. Stick them in, crimp it on with a pair of pliers good, and then let's heat the sucker. So these are a little bit more annoying than I thought they'd be. If I did it again, I'd give myself more wire to play with. As I was shrinking this one, I don't know if you can see that, but it actually started to separate out from the solder. So if I hadn't caught that, I'd put it all back together, it wouldn't work. So let me get a new one on there. All right, got all of these connected and heated. Looks pretty good. Let's pop on the key. I'll reconnect the battery. Pop on the key and see how we do. That sounds promising. All right, all heat shrunk up. I'm now going to cover all of this with some electrical tape just to give us maximum water protection. All right, all taped up. Check it one more time before we put everything back together. Learned that lesson the hard way. Let's see. Yeah, one-handed, pain in the butt. That's what you want. Dash is on. Yep, I need to do an oil change. That's telling me his key's still on there. All right, hallelujah.